Human reproduction involves sexual reproduction. That means it will always occur with the help of two germ cells, female and male. The two main processes that occurs in sexual reproduction are gamete formation and fertilization. Gametes are formed by meiosis. During gamete formation, the chromosome numbers are reduced to half. Hence, haploid male and female gametes are formed. In fertilization, a diploid zygote is formed by the union of haploid male and female gametes. The zygote divides by mitosis and embryo is formed. And the embryo develops into the new individual. Two parents, that is male and female parents, are involved in this type of reproduction, and hence the new individual always have the recombined gene from both the parents. Hence, the new organism shows similarity with parents for some character and has some character different from both the parents. This is diversity in such living organism. That occurs due to changing environment too, and thereby they maintain their existence. Due to this, plants and animals can save themselves from being extinct. Now let's study how this creation of new organism in human begins. So starting with male reproductive system, it consists of many parts. For example, testis, scrotum, epididymis, etc. The main function of all these parts is to make male germ cell, that is sperm, and also to help the sperm to deposit at the site of fertilization. Here, testis is the organ where the male germ cell or sperm is produced, whereas the rest of the organ help to deliver sperm in the site of the fertilization. So the most important organ here is testis. It is present outside the abdominal cavity and are two in number in male. Students, mostly our organs are present inside the abdominal cavity. So, the need of testis to be present outside the abdominal cavity is because the formation of sperm requires lower temperature than our body temperature. Hence, that's the reason it lie outside the body in a muscular pouch known as scrotum. Testis is also called primary reproductive organ in male, and it contains many seminiferous tubules, which is a tube-like structure, and it produces the sperm. And through which division? Yes, it will happen through meiosis, because the chromosome number has to get reduced half because it is forming a gamete, and gamete should be haploid in number. So, meiosis division will happen here. Testis is also responsible for formation or production of male sex hormone known as testosterone. So, the function of this testosterone is to regulate the formation of sperm, and also it is responsible in development of secondary sexual characteristic after puberty. That is, at the age of 11 to 13 years, the mustache, the beard, the voice changes, those all are considered in the secondary sexual characteristic in male. Now let's just know about other organs which are responsible to transfer sperm to outside the body or at the site of fertilization. Sperm are sent forward through various tubules like tube-like structure, through vas efferens, epididymis, vas deferens, ejaculatory duct, and urinogenital duct. As the sperm are pushed forward from one duct to next, they become mature and able to fertilize egg cell in the female. Now this structure and gland, all these structure and glands you can see like seminal vesicle, prostate gland and Cowper's gland here pours their secretion in liquid form, which makes the transport of sperm easier and also provide nutrient while moving of the sperm. So very crucial role these all structure and gland plays in movement of the sperm. Now the sperm and these fluid together form semen, okay, which is ejaculated through penis. You can observe here this urinogenital duct, which means in male the passage of urine and sperm is same, that is carried by this duct and excreted out through the penis. You can note here all the organs of male reproductive system are paired except scrotum, penis and urinogenital duct. Let us see some surprising fact about sperm. Sperm is made up of head, middle piece and tail. The head will consist of nucleus. Nucleus will have DNA. How much DNA? Half of the DNA from the parent cell. And this middle piece will have lots of mitochondria that provides energy. Also tail that helps in the movement of the sperm further. Length of the sperm is about 60 micrometer. Such a small sperm has to cross the distance of approximately 6.5 meter while passing out of the male reproductive system. For this, sperm needs large amount of energy, and fructose, which is a kind of carbohydrate, is present in the semen. I told you the structures of seminal vesicle, prostate gland and Cowper's gland. This all gives this fluid which also has this carbohydrate, fructose and other energy rich component that makes the semen. So this fluid along with the sperms makes the semen. Now, coming to the female reproductive organs now, student. As testis is the main reproductive and site of the formation of male germ cell or sperm, similarly, in female, ovary is the responsible organ for the production of egg cell. Egg cells are also known as ovum. Okay. Also, how testosterone hormone was produced in the male. In female also two hormones will be produced. Those are sex hormones known as estrogen and progesterone. The function you will study in next part. Now let us study its structure. All organs of female reproductive system are present in abdominal cavity. It includes a pair of ovaries, a pair of oviduct and a single uterus and also a vagina. Students, oviduct are also called as fallopian tube. Now, generally, every month, an ovum or egg cell is released from each ovary. Okay, you can imagine oviduct as a funnel-like structure which has an opening present at the center. The egg cell enters the oviduct through that opening from the ovaries. Cilia are present in the oviduct. These are very tiny hair-like structure that maintains the transport, or that helps or push the egg cell towards uterus. That was it for the structure of human reproductive system. Now, both gamete, that is sperm and egg cell or ovum, are produced by meiosis. You must be knowing by now, where sperm are produced in testes of men from the beginning, okay, of the puberty age, that is 11 to 13 years, till their death. So sperm can be produced from at the age of 11 till the death of the male. However, in case of women, millions of egg cells are already present in the ovary of the newborn babies. But these egg cells will be in immature form. So when these babies grows and attain a puberty age, so their mature egg cell is released from the ovary every month up to the age of menopause, which is approximately 45 years of age. So that is the difference among the male and female, that the reproductive system is stopped at the age of 45 to 50 years. That is, the production of egg cell will not be there, or it will be irregular in female. Now, children, menopause is the stoppage of functioning of female reproductive system. At the age of about 45 to 50 years, the secretion of hormones controlling the functioning of female reproductive system either becomes irregular or stops its production. That is menopause. So at this stage, the remaining egg cells, I told you there are millions of egg cells present in the female babies, but all the egg cell won't be released by the end of 45 years of those female. So the remaining egg cell which is not able to ovulate or come out from the ovary, they will undergo degeneration by their own. You can note here, egg cell released from ovaries during last few months nearing at the age of menopause are of 40 to 50 years old. So, their ability to divide may not be normal. That is, they cannot complete the meiosis division properly, and hence, if such egg cells are fertilized, the newborn produced from them maybe have some abnormalities like Down syndrome. But in normal cases, sperm in the number of few millions start their journey by the route of vagina, uterus, oviduct, and out of those million sperm, only one of those can fertilize the egg cell or ovum, and hence zygote is formed. So this fertilization is happening at the oviduct, okay, or you can remember fallopian tube, it's the same thing. So fertilization or fusion of male and female gamete are happening in the oviduct of the female. Now after the fusion, So how the babies are produced or made or developed inside women wombs, that we are going to see now. Now this fusion of two haploid germ cell results in the formation of diploid zygote. Zygote undergoes repeated mitosis division and embryo is formed. Meanwhile, embryo is pushed towards the uterus. Once it reaches uterus, it is implanted. In a simple way, you can say embryos are attached here, and further the development occurs after the implantation in the uterus. An organ called placenta is formed. You can see here the picture of placenta. As the embryo grows, it becomes fetus and eventually a full grown baby is produced. Now these growing babies will require nutrition and oxygen supply. For that, this placenta plays a crucial role. Now, a tube-like structure known as umbilical cord that joins the mother and the baby helps in supplying these nutrition and oxygen from the mother to the babies. Also, the waste products which are produced in the babies has to also transported from the babies to the mother. So this is also carried by this umbilical cord. So placenta plays very important role in supplying of nutrition and oxygen to the baby and taking the waste material from the baby to the mother. In human, embryonic development is completed approximately within 9 months of fertilization, after the fertilization. So this 9 month is called gestational period. At the end of this gestational period, due to rhythmic contraction in uterus, babies are delivered through vagina of a mother. So that is it for the human reproductive system and creation of new organism. So stay tuned for next. Until then, be updated and be curious.